Good morning, everybody. This is a really nice opportunity for me to teach a lesson to you and to get to know all of you a little bit better and to find out what you're thinking about reading. My name is Miss Masibai. It's on my name tag, and if you are having a hard time pronouncing my name and you need to get my attention, just call me Miss M. I want to get to know each and every one of you, so please, starting off right here, can you say your name, just your first name only, nice and loud so I can hear it. And while you do that, I'm going to write your name down on my little seating chart here so I remember it throughout the lesson. Enrique, Tammy, Kate, good, Foster, Bradley, Elizabeth. Very nice to see you all today. So if I pronounce it wrong, your name, just please correct me during the lesson. So has anybody ever heard or read a kind of story called a fable? Yes. Okay. And I just want to review very quickly because today we are going to read a great fable about a mouse and a lion. It's called The Mouse and the Lion. So if you look at the chart here, fables are usually fiction, which means they're not true, right? You've heard that before. Their characters in the story are usually animals, and there's a problem. And with the problem there comes a solution. Does anybody know what a solution is or what that means when I say there's a solution to the problem? Okay, yes, Bradley. All right, so that you're on the right track. So let's say, for example, we're having a party and I have cupcakes, but there are 6 of you, right? And I only bake 4 cupcakes. What's the problem? Yes, Tammy, there are only 4 cupcakes and we're short 2 cupcakes. So what's the solution? I bake more cupcakes, or I run out and I get more cupcakes, or I have somebody bring cupcakes to me. So the solution to a problem is the answer, how they solve the problem, the answer to the problem, right? So in the story we're going to read today, there's a problem and a solution, and there are the 2 main characters. So what I'm going to do for the first reading is I'm going to read it out loud, and here is a copy that I've made for you. And while I'm reading out loud, just follow along and read silently in your minds. Can you do that? Okay. I'm not taking any questions while I'm reading. We're just reading together, okay, while I read out loud. The Mouse and the Lion. One day, a great lion was asleep under a tree. A little mouse began playing on the lion. The mouse ran over the lion's back and across his paws and soon woke him up. The angry lion caught the mouse under his huge paw and growled, "You have disturbed my nap, and for that I'm going to eat you." Just as the lion opened his big jaws to swallow the mouse, the tiny creature cried, "Please don't eat me, King Lion. I'm sorry for waking you up. Forgive me, and I promise I will help you someday." The lion began to laugh. "Ha, ha, ha! How could a little mouse like you help a mighty lion like me?" he asked. "The idea is so funny. I will let you go this time because you have made me laugh." The lion lifted his paw and the mouse ran away. Thank you, the mouse called. "I will never forget my promise." Days later, the lion was caught in a trap by some hunters who tied him to a tree with a heavy rope. Then the hunters went off to get their wagon to carry the lion off to the king's zoo. The lion roared and pulled, but he could not break free from the heavy rope that tied him. The little mouse heard all the noise and came to see what had happened. When he saw the lion tied to the tree, he ran up to him and began to chew on the heavy ropes. In a short while, he chewed through the rope and the lion was free. The lion turned to the mouse and said, Thank you, my little friend. Sorry, got the voices wrong. Thank you, my little friend. I'm sorry that I laughed at you. As the lion bounded off into the forest, the little mouse called out to him, always remember that even a little friend may someday be a great friend. The end. Okay, so let's talk about this story together, shall we? How many people like this story? Just a raise of hands. Just a raise of hands. Okay, very good. I like this story too. So there are two main characters. Who can raise a quiet hand? Is this a quiet hand? Ooh, 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 ooh. No, that's right. Who can show me what a quiet hand looks like? Very good, everybody. Okay, who can raise a quiet hand and tell me who the two main characters of this story, of this fable are? Foster? Yes. The main characters are the mouse and the lion. Let me write this on the chart. Great. So there are the mouse and the lion, and there is a problem, or a couple problems in this story, aren't there? There's something that happens, something that goes wrong. Who thinks they know what the first problem, the problem that happens first in the story is? Any volunteers? Elizabeth, you have a quiet hand, yes? Right. Very good. Yes, the mouse was running on top of the lion and woke him up from his sleep. Very good. So that was a problem. Because why? What did the lion want to do? How did he feel about that? Was he happy about that? Yes, he was very angry that he got woken up. Very good. And because of that, Tammy, what was the lion saying he was going to do to the mouse? Very good. Now, can we all look at the text, the words? And can you show me, Elizabeth, the exact words? Can you read them out loud where you found the first problem? What are the words in the story itself? Evidence from the text, we call it, that tell you what the first problem is. How did you know your answer? Okay. All right. And does everybody see that? The angry lion caught the mouse under his huge paw and growled, "You have disturbed my nap, and for that I am going to eat you." Yes, Elizabeth, that is exactly where the first problem is in the text, in the story. And who can tell me what the solution was to that first problem? And let's try this time to do what Elizabeth did and use the words from the text. Read the words in the text that in the story that show the solution to the first problem. Okay, who thinks they've got it? All right, Enrique? Okay, does everybody see where Enrique is? Yes. The tiny creature cried, "Please don't eat me, King Lion. I'm sorry for waking you up. Forgive me, and I promise I will help you someday." Where else, or who can add to what Enrique just said? Is there anything else that happened that would solve the first problem? Why didn't the mouse get eaten by the lion? Okay, Kate. Yes, the lion began to laugh. "How could a little mouse like you help a mighty lion like me? The idea is so funny. I will let you go this time because you have made me laugh." Very good. Very good. Taking the words from the story, the evidence from the text to show you what the solution was to that first problem. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to give you an opportunity to share with each other what you think the second problem is and the second solution is in this story. Okay, so you're going to reread the story and you're going to underline exactly where the second problem is, and then you're going to share with each other what you did. Okay, what you underlined, what's the second problem and what the second solution is. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple minutes to reread the story again. Okay, great. So now that we've done a second read of the Mouse and the Lion, and the purpose being for you to find the second problem and solution in the story, I want you to turn and talk with each other. Sometimes this is called a think, pair, share. Who's ever done a think, pair, share or a turn and talk before in here? Okay, can you tell me what that looks like at Roots? What do you do? Okay, that's what we do at my school as well. So what I'm going to do is Enrique and Tammy, you're going to be partners. Kate and Foster, you're going to be partners. Bradley and Elizabeth, you're going to be partners. All right, Enrique, Kate, and Bradley, you're going to share first for about 45 seconds. And then I'll tell you when to switch. And then Tammy, Foster, and Elizabeth, you're going to share what you think the problem solution is. All right, now Enrique and Tammy, Enrique, when you're sharing with Tammy, you're just listening, okay? I don't want you to respond or to ask questions, even if you really want to or have something really great to say, okay? Because that's Enrique's thinking and talking time. And then when we switch, it's the same thing. Enrique, then it's your turn to listen to Tammy and everybody else that goes first. Is everybody understanding how this is going to work? Okay, great. So I'm going to tell you when your time starts. All right. Okay, you have 20 more seconds. Wrap up your thought or idea. Okay, time's up for the first partner. The second partners, Tammy, Foster, and Elizabeth, please share now. You have 45 seconds to share what you think the second problem and solution of the story are. Okay, 20 more seconds. Wrap up your thought. Okay, time's up. All right, partners. So, who would like to share what their team talked about during our turn and talk? Bradley? Yes. Okay. So you think that the problem, the second problem, was that the lion got trapped by hunters and tied up. And the solution to that was that the tiny mouse helped him. Okay? And can you show me in the story the words that show that problem, that tell you that that's the problem? Okay, everybody look where Bradley is talking about. All right, it's right here. Days later, the lion was caught in a trap by some hunters who tied him to a tree with a heavy rope. The lion roared and pulled, but he could not break free from the heavy rope that held him. Yes, Bradley, you got the evidence from the text, the words from the story. Yes, very good, to show your problem. All right, and can another team tell me what the solution to this problem was using evidence from the text like Bradley did? Okay, Kate. All right, and where are you, Kate? Can you point to it? All right, does everybody see where Kate is pointing? It's right here. Very good. The little mouse heard all the noise and came to see what had happened. When he saw the lion tied to the tree, he ran up to him and began to chew on the heavy ropes. In a short while, he chewed through the rope and the lion was free. Does everybody agree? Thumbs up if you agree. Thumbs sideways if you're not sure. Thumbs down if you disagree. Show me your thumbs. Okay, very good. Well, we used evidence from the text to show the problems and the solutions, and you were able to correctly say what the two main characters were. Now, for the end of our lesson, remember the chart that says the solution is usually a lesson, something for us to learn? Okay, who thinks that they can tell me, or who thinks that they know what the lesson of this fable, of this story is, The Mouse and the Lion? Who thinks they know? Okay, all right, Enrique, yes, you have a quiet hand. What do you think the lesson of this fable is? Okay, does anybody else have anything else to add? Bradley. Okay. Okay. Yes, so fables are a way for the writer, the author, to show us or teach us a lesson. And that's a really important lesson, isn't it? That we should be kind to one another and that we should help each other, right? So the lion learned something, didn't he? The lion learned that anyone can help you, even a little mouse, right? Doesn't it say a little mouse can be a great friend in the text? Yes. So I would like to thank you all today for helping me, welcoming me, letting me teach you a lesson today. You all were listening very well. You all gave great answers. Hopefully you got some practice using evidence from the text and practicing who the main characters are and what the problem solution is in the text is. All right, thank you very much, students. And done.